All right, folks, let me tell you a little bit about this rig. This is my 99 Jeep Wrangler TJ. I've had it for, I don't know, about a year or so. Took it in trade on another deal and got it home, and it actually was a functional rig, but it needed some refinement. So I've been through it, done a lot of work on it. We'll talk about here. I'm purchasing a piece of property right now. I'm gonna be needing a tractor and stuff. And so I'm like, yeah, priority shifted for now. Plus, you'll see in a minute, this thing is really tall, which is great if you're a little younger fella, but for me, it's pretty tricky getting in and out of it. I visit my chiropractor regularly. So let me tell you a little bit about it. We are running 47-inch Super Swampers, 15-inch rims. I just had these sandblasted and repowder coated. I did the rock rings in a in a different color of black that's easier to touch up because I know they're going to take some abuse out on the trail. 3 of the tires have good tread, and then 1 is literally new. It's only been out on the trail a couple times. You can see here I just recently cut all these. A lot more flexible. This thing's really soft on the trail. I usually run 5 pounds of air. Right now they have 20 because I drove it into town the other day. This thing is tagged and registered in Arkansas. Anyway, so let's look around here. You see we've got a set of Corbeau suspension seats in there, harnesses, full custom dash. I'll go into more detail on that I fabricated. Comes with a half windshield. I also do have a full windshield, and it's just as easy as undoing this Velcro here and taking them off, so you can have no windshield, obviously. Rear view mirror. So let's go on around here. You can see the belly plan on this is completely flat. Completely flat. With 27 inches of clearance. So lots of clearance there. Rockwell 2.5 axles. They 15 inches of clearance to the dead center of those. Also chromoly shafts. Just put new chromoly shafts in the front when I did some work on that. Those are from Kryptonite Customs. Also, you'll see here, got a brand new PSC dual ram. When I bought the rig or did the trade on it, it had a single ram and it really didn't do great. So brand new ram. You can see this cradle we set up where you cannot move. That's done. We got L-rise struts all the way around. Believe they're 18 and 20 inch travel. Not absolutely positive about that. I'm not real sure how to measure them, honestly, but I believe that's what I was told when I bought it. You'll see when I shoot videos crawling, this thing has crazy extension. Brand new boot seals up front, silicone ones, and as well as I did boot guards all the way around from DIY 4x. Also, it's got a DIY 4x pinion brake setup on it, front and rear. Up here you'll see a bumper, brand new Smitty belt, X2O on this wired or wireless. Really have enjoyed that winch. It does great. These lights up here are set up as on their own switch. They do put out quite a bit of light, pretty wide beam, as well as the blinkers are hooked up. This got an orange light too. I'll shoot another video at night showing how that works. So when your blinkers come on, this lights up and flashes orange as well as this light here. Those are the headlights. Also have high beams that are set up just like a car. I'll show that when I'm showing the dash. All right, let's come on around here to the side. See the rock rails set up. I can promise you they work. I've been on them more than once. We got a set of Corbeau suspension seats, harnesses. I'll show you inside here. I do have a bi-air onboard compressor right here. All right, let's see here. You see where you hook up to connect for your air compressor right here. Quick disconnect. It's just one of the push type. There we go, thank you. Boom, you're on. Not that you'll probably have to do a lot of airing on this, but you know, if you want to go drive on the street a little bit, like I said, I run 5 pounds on the trail, 20 pounds on the street. So you definitely have to put some air in if you're gonna drive it on the road. I did convert this over to an inline fuel pump instead of an in-tank fuel pump. It does have a brand new RCI fuel cell, Barnes 4-wheel drive brackets for that. I'll show you when I pop the hood later. So it does have an adjustable pressure regulator under the hood, so you can dial that in. Blinkers, tail lights, reverse lights. You've got D-ring in the back, 2 in the front. Does have rock lights all the way around too, lights up real good. Also has a rear facing light bar right there. All right, what else? Let me see here. I think that's it for the walk around. I'll pop the hood here and show you a little bit of that next. All right, so this is the Heart of Big Blue. It is the 4.0. It does have the 5-speed transmission as well, and then a 4-to-1 Terlo crawl box transfer case, so it really crawls well. You can see I did a custom intake. Here the intake actually pulls up to the cowl, so you're pulling your air from way up high. No wiper mode or anything in there, so it's pretty open. The only thing that's in that cowl besides the breather access is the breather for the power steering is also run up in there. So you can see here I have military style connections on the battery. That's why I left that one uncovered, so you can kind of see that. I fabricated this custom bracket right here just to hold the fuse block. It was kind of, the previous owner had it just zip tied up. I didn't like that too much, and it keeps water out of it splashing up. It does not have a York compressor on it currently. I mean, it does, it's right here. The previous owner was gonna set it up as a York compressor. In fact, it's got a connection on it and everything. I started to go that route and decided to just put the Viair on board 6 CFM compressor instead. So if a guy wanted to get into this, it's definitely here, and the compressor does still work. You just have to come out here and you'd have to put a switch on it. But also has a 3-core aluminum radiator with electric fan. There's the thermostat switch right here that tells the fan when to come on and off. Works good. Let's come around here. We do have lights up under the hood, just in case you got to pop the hood and check your oil or whatever at night. And then I got a switch mounted right here for that. Not sure we can see that right now or not, but yeah, there we go, right there. All right, let's come on around here. Had to do a little maneuvering to get the bottle to fit, but it fits good for the overflow. It does have a PSC pump reservoir, obviously the ram I mentioned earlier. I just had this pump rebuilt by PSC, so it's really strong. Also, there's the pressure regulator. Since I have an inline fuel pump, you can really tune it in right there if you want to. You'll also see there's a hand throttle on it as well as the foot throttle, so you can kind of see here how that's set up. It works great. I'd recommend that for rock crawling a stick. You know, this thing's geared so low that crawling, it's almost like an automatic. You just put it in first gear and crawl pretty much anything you put it in front of. When I'm driving around the trail, even if I'm going, you know, kind of slow, I use drive around a second. So that's kind of what you got here under the hood. When I first got the rig, the guy had the brake booster still hooked up. It was way too much power. You'd barely sneeze at the brake pedal and the whole thing would come to a screeching halt. So I actually just bypassed it and made it full manual. It still stops perfectly. You can lock up all 4 tires, but it's a little safer than the instant stop we had before. Okay, so now I'll go to the dash. All right, as I mentioned in an earlier video, this thing's kind of tall. I mean, like it's way up there, and I kept hurting my shoulder in and out of it. And so I'll admit, I pulled the old man move. I got a 24-inch custom-made stirrup step, which will come with the rig, which is really handy. I usually get in, toss it over to my passenger, and he uses it. So you'll see here, I'll grab in there, and I will hop up. Kind of a trick holding the phone. All right, And you don't have to use that if you don't want to, but it's there if you want it. All right, you'll see here the custom dash setup that I've created. When I first got the rig, I had the factory dash in, then had a horizontal bar going over it, and it made it over 4 inches higher before you could see. It's very difficult to see, so I took all that out, fabricated a full custom dash. You can see here. Also, this is a cell phone mount. Man, these things are awesome. Worth every penny. These things are really, really great. The RAM mount, X grip. You got this portal access right here. This is literally just to make it easy to get your fuse box should you ever need to. That just unscrews and you can get your fuse box. And I actually have my insurance and all that kind of stuff zip tied inside there too. So if I need to pull it up, I've got it there. You can see all brand new gauges here. Also, removable steering wheel. And hey, you know, why not? It's got tilt. So I obviously did a custom. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. So yeah, you got tilt there. We do have a horn mounted down here. Right there, you can hit with your pedal. I mean, just outside your pedal, just outside your reach. So you gotta want to hit it, but it's down there. We do have headlights here, high beams here. This is interior lights. I'll show you that. I'll light it up at night, and man, this thing lights up great. So we've got to find something. Your left inside, when you're out on the trail, it's dark. You can really light it up good. Ignition is here, obviously. I'll go ahead and start it here for you. Runs like a top. I mean, it just runs great. These 4.0s are so solid. I've been wheeling a 4.0 6-cylinder for years and years, and you just can't beat it. Torque and just reliability. So I'll get into all these switches tonight when I've got the lights, but I will show you the compressors here. You can hear it kicking on. So that's mounted between the seats here. So you know, when you need to air up or help out a buddy and let him air up or whatever, you can do that. It's got the 60 FM constant compressor. Another nice thing about this is, in addition to the half windshield, I have a full windshield. I have 2 custom-made tops, bikini type tops that just go on with bungee cords. Also, and I have half doors and uppers. So if you will, in the wintertime, it gets cold. There's another added feature. I kept the heater, so I can literally just turn that on, and you still have your full heat adjustment and everything here, which is handy. Go ahead and kill that. So that's pretty much, oh, there's one other thing I'll show you, hand throttle. I did add a hand throttle here. This really makes wheeling stick super easy. I think that's pretty much the interior. I'll shoot another video tonight. All right, my son pointed out that I had forgot one key feature. When I'm wheeling all day, you know, my passenger, they can kick their leg out the side or whatever, you know. I can't do that because I'm driving here. So my feet get kind of hot. So I solved that problem, and I actually installed a fan right here. This is like the 130 CFM fan that just blows pressure down on my feet to get warm. Kind of silly, but you know what? It's pretty comfortable. For the feature I added. So I'm going to show you what some of the lighting looks like. River, give me the running lights. Okay, here's the running lights in the front. It's really humid out here, as you can tell by looking at my phone. This interior's all lit up. Okay, show what the tail lights and everything look like back here. Okay, River, give me the rock lights. Lights. All right, so you can see, you're crawling, you can really see what's going on. You turn on your rock lights, no problem. Avoiding any obstacles or anything like that. Now it probably looks really bright on the video. It is pretty bright actually, but all right. Let's light up the interior lights. Leave something out in your rig, you need to go get it in the middle of the night, whatever. You're out camping, no problem. You can see the whole interior here really, really well. even behind the seats. You hunt something down, or there's a compressor down there. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Okay. Go ahead and turn those off. All right, I'm gonna go around front. Let's see what the headlights and light bars and all that kind of stuff looks like. Okay. All right, give me the headlights. Now give me the brights. Okay. Now hit, I believe it's switch 2. All right, there's your front lights. You can see you're putting out a lot of light whenever you fire it all on. Okay, go back to just running lights. Actually, turn those off too. Let's just do the blinkers. Okay, blinkers. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not on that side. Okay. All right, the other blinker. All right, let's do the, I'll go around back. You know what I'm gonna have you do? What? Is, can you put it in reverse? Turn the ignition switch on. Okay, then you're not in reverse then. There you go. There's reverse. There's my backup lights. Wow, can't even tell what's going on because it's so bright. Turn your rock lights on. That may help the video. Okay. Anyway, you can see. You can really see. Good wide, you know, view. Okay. Turn that off and take it out of. Just put it in neutral. It's fine. Or first. I don't care. All right. Now the back light is the farthest switch on the far right. There you go. Lots of light there too. So you can see behind you. You can see behind you. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything. Let me come into the, I'll show you the gauges real quick up close since I didn't get that earlier. And those are dimmable. Yeah, so there's the switches there, and those are waterproof marine switches. And you got a voltage there. I've been playing with the lights a lot, so it's 11.7 volts. Probably need to stop doing that and let it charge up a bit. Okay, all right, there's the lighting. Just one last thing, and this is under the hood. Bam, you got light switch right there. That's just located right here, just inside the grill. So if you need to check something under the hood or whatever, you change a fuse or whatever you gotta do, you can see everything here. All right, that's all the lighting.